What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the final stream of 2025. My name is Devin Street, your host of Creator News Live throughout the past year of 2025, our first full year of Creator News Live. And yeah, it's been a year. So one moment, I'm still like adjusting things like I am always. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. It's been an exhaustive year. There's been a lot going on. There's been a lot occupying me from being able to make the content that I've really wanted to be making, but we're finally here now, and we're going to be doing our 2025 review. So one second, let me get this pulled up. Oop. All right. So this was a weird year. A lot of changes happen, I think, for the best, and I think I know what I'm doing going into 2026, but let's get into this. We're going to be mostly focusing on YouTube, talking about YouTube, because that's my main thing. That's what my main focus is on, but obviously we also streamed on TikTok, on Twitch, everywhere else. But anyways, on YouTube, we posted 16 videos. We did 12 shorts, which was surprising. I thought we did more shorts than that. And we did 15 live streams, right? And I'll be honest, I was very disappointed in this. Like, I did not post as much as I wanted to. A lot of the posts I did make were lazy posts. They were just like cutting up pieces of streams and then posting them. I only made it like really like 3 or 4 real dedicated videos, and they did really good. Every single video that was like I put actual effort into got the results I wanted it to get, got more views than any other video, got the subscribers and everything. So it's just like I really just need to focus more on honing in my content and posting the right things and posting what I need to post instead of being lazy. And 15 live streams, by the way. There was almost as many live streams as there was videos posted on YouTube. And that's the Creator News Live, not like I've gone live way more on TikTok. I think I went live like 60 something times this year on TikTok. Just in the like last like couple months on TikTok. But like the more dedicated Creator News live streams, I did almost 16 of those. That was like a good one every like 3 to 4 weeks, and like it's just, I don't know. I don't want to. You're gonna see in my plans that I'm not taking a step back from streaming, but I've got a strategy of what I'm going to be doing going forward that's going to make it a little bit better, more content overall, more content over streaming, because I don't want to be like just a streamer. I want to be more of a video creator. But those videos we did posted garnered 180,000 views on YouTube, and we gained 553 subscribers, and that doesn't seem like a lot considering I have 30,000 something subscribers. But that's considering in 2024 we restarted the channel in, I believe, August, and we lost a net for 2024 200 people. Like, thousands of people left the channel when I restarted it and started posting new different content. Like, it was not a full 180 because it's still like creator based, but it was pretty different enough to get a lot of people to unsubscribe at first. So I don't know. It was just, this was the first full year back of reviving that channel. So it's good like to actually be in the positive, but I want this subscriber number to be much higher next year. I'm talking thousands of gain, because we finally gotten out everybody who wanted to leave, right? But yeah, let's take a look at the audience data, because I think that's important. 90% of people were brand new. Only 10% of the people watching the videos were returning subscribers, which is good. That means growth. And then 53% of that was US based, and then every other country after it was like less than 5%. So I didn't really list those out, but it was kind of all over the place. It was like a bunch of European countries, a bunch of Southeast Asian countries, just kind of everywhere. And then 89% was male. We were a complete sausage fest as far as viewing videos. And then 10% of that was female, and 0.2% was other. I would like to get a bit more of a female audience. I'm never going to get like perfect 50-50%. I already know that. I'm not even probably going to get 60-40, but I think over time, hopefully we get like 15-20%, maybe make it like a safe channel for women to view as well. And also don't focus on so many manly concepts and content either, because I think sometimes you can, like, my channel's supposed to be unisex, like it's just focused on the creator economy in general, but I think there's times where you can end up doing too much content that's male centered and male topics, so it leads to this percentage. I'd never even taken a look at it and seen like who was watching up until now, and now we know. And then as far as the age groups, 25 to 34 was my biggest at 41% of the audience being that. 18 to 24 was second at 28.7%, and 35 to 44 was at 16%. So we're a pretty young group. Like, we're not kids, but it's like all like younger adults, 44 and under, right? It's like almost 70% of the audience is 18 to like mid 30s. So what I expected, pretty much what I expected, and what I'll expect going forward, to be honest with you. But I guess like the overall thoughts here, I'm disappointed in the posting. The live streams were, I think I spent too much time planning live streams, locking in on making sure I get those out. And there's no real outcome of that, right? The channel only grew from really just the high effort videos, the videos that were I sat down and wrote scripts for and spent a lot of time editing on. Those are the ones that gain the subscribers for the channel. The streams are fun. The streams, you know, have a more easy, consistent schedule of like, oh, I just hop on every Sunday and have an itinerary of what happened over the past week, and I cover that. That seems a bit more simple. But it was like low risk, low reward type thing, if that makes sense. And then I think overall there was just, in the content, in the live streams, in everything, there was a bit too much negativity, too much drama. I think from what I covered, it ended up bringing in communities of other creators that were just very toxic, right? I think one prime example was Asmongold and Ethan Klein. Covering their content and talking about them caused their communities to come in droves and be very hateful, very vile to other people, very argumentative. I think that one stream where I was covering Ethan's content nuke was the most frustrated I've ever felt, just because I had to sit and argue with people who had a completely different, not just like take on the content itself, but a completely different political view, that were just saying, straight up saying, hey, like, I am a Zionist, and having to sit there and argue with people like that, who there was no productivity in that, right? So overall, channel, just too much negativity. I want to focus more on I'm going to talk about how I'm going to do that. But I just want to stay away from the drama, stay away from negativity, spend more time uplifting creators than having to talk about the ones that are doing harm to the community. Obviously, I'm still going to have to do that a bit that's going to be a responsibility, but I'm going to do it as least as I can, you know? So changes for 2026. So I gathered all this information. I sat and thought really hard about it. And I was like, how can we make the channel as successful as possible for this next year? Is by creating a second channel. The reason is I think the channel's a little too cluttered right now. Like I said, most of the videos posted were not dedicated high effort videos. They were clips from the stream, and that's great for reaching new people. And they're very it's very easy content to put out, just to keep it 100. Like, all I have to do is basically rip a stream and then cut it up a little bit, and boom, I got a video. It doesn't take near as long as when I'm doing a dedicated video. So that's why I'm creating the second channel, because I still think that content has a purpose to, you know, do outreach to people, right? It's also just easy content to make. Someone may not want to sit and watch the whole stream, so it makes sense to have another channel. And the other channel is going to be called Devon Road. I was trying to figure out what we were going to call it, and I was like, let's just do a play on my last name, like Devon Street, Devon Road. If we make a third channel, it can be Devon Highway. I don't know. But that we might do also some extra streams over there, maybe like some gaming streams, maybe just some hanging out, you know. A lot of possibilities over there. But yeah, I mean, I think the second channel was going to be inevitable no matter what. I didn't want to do it so early because I felt like, oh, well, like my main channel really needs the content, but that's not true. My main channel doesn't need a bunch of uploads. My main channel needs high quality content. And by just posting a bunch of stream clips and that being like 80% of my uploads, that's not helping the channel at all. If anything, it might potentially even be hurting it. I'm not entirely sure. So I think that's the main reason for the second channel. Then we're going to be doing some stream changes. I've been dogging on streaming being awful for the channel, and streaming being that we need to be doing more uploads than streaming, and that we need to be doing more high quality uploads than stream clips. And with all that being said, I'm going to be streaming more. So we're going to be streaming Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Now, the important part is these are going to be much shorter streams. I'm not going to be like, usually when I do a stream, I've been doing like 3-4 stories, a full itinerary, going story by story, talking about things. I'm going to be doing that now, just split up basically on separate days. So Wednesday we will cover one story about a content creator. Friday we will cover one story about a content creator. Sunday we will cover one story about a content creator. You know, just simplifying everything, making the stream more streamlined, making the VOD easier to watch, all of that. But we're going to be streaming on 3 platforms. We're going to be doing Creator News Live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Now, streams are going to be 2 parts. So on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, we will be doing the Creator News Live, followed by a second part, which is we're going to be on TikTok. Everyone who's on the stream on YouTube, on Twitch, can head over to TikTok, where we will continue the stream to do TikTok battles. We'll hang out. We might do some gaming. And then on the nights that there isn't any Creator News Live, we're just going to be doing that second half TikTok, just on TikTok, if that makes sense. That's a lot of information all at once, but just know, if you're watching on YouTube, we're streaming Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And then after that, you can come head over to TikTok to hang out with us, where we do daily hangouts. That's a lot to take in. I know it's a little complicated, but this is how I think is the best way to do it. So then back to the main channel expectations. I think the main goal is to focus in more. Like that's what I've been talking about this whole time, is just to hone in. So I'm going to be doing something called a creator tree. Now, basically, I want to build a base of a more specific niche audience instead of trying to tackle the whole creator economy at one time. Because the reality is, it's just too big. There's too many different communities of content creators that are all massive to try to jump from, jump over here from Alex Earl to jump over here to MrBeast to jump over here to Ludwig to jump over here to Kai. It's really, really just too much. So that's why I'm creating what I'm going to call the creator tree. Now, the creator tree are specific creators that are all in kind of the same vein that kind of connect to each other like a branch. So we're going to be doing really two types of creator trees. We're going to be doing a YouTube creator tree and a streamer creator tree. So I'm still working out who's going to be in the YouTube one. It's mostly going to be some really large creators. MrBeast will definitely be one of those. I'm still kind of building it out from there. On the streamer side of the tree, it's going to be mostly, I guess, like Poggers community. Also X-Phase should be in there. It's gonna, you'll see over time. It's like every creator is going to be connected to each other in some way. You'll be like, oh, well, he made a video about Ludwig, and then he made a video about QTCinderella, and then he made a video about Jason the Ween. Like, all these people are like, they share similar audiences, and I think that's the goal, is to continue to build a community where everyone's kind of in the same audience vein, if that makes sense, because it's hard to be building this audience of these specific creators that I just mentioned, and then turn around and then try to throw in somebody like Alex Earl's audience into that, or turn around and try to throw somebody like Casey Neistat's audience into that, or the Sidemen or something, trying to grab from all these different places. And then what you end up with is building an audience that's not interested in watching certain videos because they don't know those people, they don't care about those creators. So I guess that's the main strategy. Then also we're going to be focusing on high effort content. So that means we're going to be getting rid of all those stream clip videos on the channel right now. And also, this kind of, so there's so much to talk about. There's so many changes I'm doing. So basically, I'm going to be, I think right after this stream or tonight, I'm going to be going and unlisting a lot of videos on the channel that are both stream clips, or they don't connect to this creator tree I'm building. And the reason is because when I start posting these new videos that are following these rules, when the audience comes in, I want them to go to the past videos and be able to connect with them. I don't want them to go to the past videos and see ones of like some random person that they don't have any idea on, and it causes them to skip that video or not click on that video. We're basically we're like niching down, we're focusing more. And I think that's the most important thing. I want to do daily shorts every day. I want to post a short every day on YouTube and TikTok. Post that doesn't seem too hard. Just a 60-second clip. That can be from the stream, that can be from a video I'm working on, or whatever. And then along with this, no upload schedule going forward. Previously, I'd been focusing, when I was making these high effort content videos, I was like, they have to be posted on a Friday. And I would miss it by a day, and then I'd have to wait an entire week to post the video again. And that's just dumb. There's no reason to do that. There's no reward in making sure I just hit it every Friday. So we're just not going to do that, you know? Whenever I get a video done, it is getting posted and going up the next day. It'll go up at a certain time every day, but it will not go up on the same day every day, if that makes sense. And other changes, we have a Discord server now. You can find it by going to devinstreet.com. I want to build the Discord server out, you know. I haven't really promoted it. I haven't really done much with it. I want it to be our main hub for this community. And that requires me trying to better figure out Discord, because I've never really used Discord besides playing Among Us in like 2020. But I'm not the most familiar with Discord, and I need to learn Discord better and figure it out better. So, and also be able to have all the announcements in there. So when a video goes live on YouTube, you'll know about it. When I make a post on TikTok, you'll know about it. When we're doing a quick live on one of the platforms, you'll get a notification. So that's one of the main goals. On top of that, we got a Creator News Twitter account now. So yeah, I mean, the main goal with this, I'm not even joking. We're just going to be taking drama alerts post and trying to flip them to be positive. Because really, like right now, something I hate about trying to get news about the creator economy, and something I hate about just the internet in general, I guess, there's so much negativity and being weird and political agendas and greed and all these things. And so I want to do that, something in a positive way, give a positive spin on things. So right now, a lot of people, they rely on their creator news from Drama Alert. And I think the whole goal will to be, when there's a post about a certain creator and it frames them in a negative light, or is doing clickbait or drama baiting or anything, I want to take that and be able to flip that and post it on the new Twitter account with a positive spin or a more detailed spin or with context or something, instead of just, you know, shitting on the creator for no reason. So that's another one of the goals. And there's going to be bigger plans later. If I can somehow figure out how to make sure that all these changes are implemented perfectly and smoothly, and the channel grows how I know it will by doing these things, then there's much bigger things I have planned. I can't really talk about it yet. I've kind of like hinted to it a little bit before, but it would go far beyond me, far beyond this channel, far beyond any of this. And it would be something much bigger for the greater creator economy. But yeah, I mean, I guess to sum everything up, more posting, higher quality videos, less negativity, more focus, and just more fun. Yeah, quality over quantity, exactly. And with that being said, this is the end of streaming in 2025. And we're gonna go into 2026 with a better plan, and hopefully better results and everything in between. And yeah, I don't know, I'm in a rush right now, so I don't have all my thoughts together, but this is kind of the main thing I want to do. I think like community building is also really important. People knowing when I'm going to go live, when a YouTube video is going to be out. But yeah, I've got to head to downtown LA right now. I'm going to be, don't worry, I'm not going to drive. I'm going to ride the metro over, take some public transportation, and celebrate the countdown of the new year at a rave. So thank everyone, both on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitch, wherever you supported me this past year. You're amazing. I appreciate you. And yeah, I mean, do I have any other thoughts? I do, you know? I have some thoughts about myself. I think this is something I should do every year, and talk about kind of like what I think I could summarize this year as. And I guess for me, this past year, I think the word that would summarize my year would be stability, right? I think for the past year, I've been just trying to properly ground myself. 2023, I was riding a high halfway into the year, and then I got a massive stumbling block. My whole life kind of shattered apart and completely changed. And then I think the rest of 2023 was kind of just like numbness, like panic, stress, anxiety, not knowing what to do, where to go. And I think like if there was one word for 2024, it would have been recovery. It would have been, you know, I would try something and it would fall apart. And I continued to stumble. I continued to have to make compromises, have to do this and that. And it wasn't a good time. But it was helping me kind of figure out where I wanted to be and where I wanted to go. And then I think I finished 2024 finally like ripping off the final bit of the Band-Aid. I would say, if that makes sense. So now I guess going this past year, 2025, it was just gaining stability from all of that. It was getting in normal routines again, going to the gym again, seeing friends again, going out again, making sure my bills are paid, everything's covered, paying down debt. This is the first time where my amount of debt I owed went way down. I paid off a good amount of it this year. And everything's finally stable now. I could go the rest of my life how I am right now, and things would be okay. There's no massive stumbling blocks. There's no major mess ups. Everything would be fine, but I have aspirations for more. So I think 2026 is really going to be a year where I do try to change it all. Like I really got to put effort in. It's not do or die or anything. Obviously it never is, but I think it's going to be different. I really do. So yeah, guys, with that being said, I gotta go. I'm a little in a rush. I kind of have my thoughts everywhere. I just wanted to get it out there and share with you what the plans are, what I want to do, and I will see you on the other side. And I hope everyone has a happy new year and make the most of it, and be around people that appreciate you, that love you, and always make sure to put yourself first, right? All right.